All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're going to demystify how to treat your AI basically like an actor waiting for a script so you can create some highly tailored business applications. We're exploring a really fantastic tutorial from IBM on utilizing role prompting with their Watsonx platform and Granite models. We're going to see exactly how giving your AI a specific identity fundamentally changes the way it interacts, writes, and solves problems.
Our roadmap for today covers 1. The magic of role prompting. 2. Setting up the environment. 3. The Shakespeare experiment. 4. Upgrading customer service. And 5. Why this matters. Let's jump right into it. Section 1. The magic of role prompting.
So let's start by grounding this concept. What exactly do we mean when we talk about this specific prompt engineering technique? Prompt engineering, at its core, is just optimizing what we put into the model so we get the absolute best possible output. Role prompting is specifically instructing an AI model to take on a certain role or persona to guide its tone, style, and behavior. Think of the AI as this incredible master of disguise. By optimizing the input with a specific persona, say a teacher or a salesperson, the model generates wildly more accurate and relevant responses. Because large language models process such massive amounts of human language and data, their adaptability is practically limitless. When you don't just ask a generic question, but instead assign a persona first, the AI contextualizes its vast knowledge through that specific lens. It just makes the whole interaction infinitely more engaging and, honestly, a lot more useful.
Section 2. Setting up the environment.
Well, before we can cast our AI actor in its new role, we obviously need to set the stage using IBM's enterprise-grade tools. And it's remarkably straightforward to get this running, which really illustrates just how accessible this technology is right now. You just need to execute 3 punchy steps to unlock the IBM Granite model and prep your data science environment. Step 1, you log into Watsonx.ai using an IBM Cloud account. You can actually even use a free Lightplan instance for this, and you create a project. Step 2, you spin up a Jupyter notebook. If you don't know, that's just the perfect environment for data scientists to combine code, text, and visualizations. And finally, step 3, you grab your API key and set up the Granite 3.1-8b instruct model. Boom. In just a few clicks, your digital stage is built, the lights are on, and your AI is ready for direction.
Section 3. The Shakespeare experiment.
Okay, now for the really fun part. Let's test our setup and see the Granite model in action with a low-stakes, highly creative demonstration. We want to make sure our AI can actually follow our stage directions, right? The secret sauce here is entirely in how we frame the prompt. We're going to feed the model the classic children's lullaby Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, which was originally written by Jane Taylor way back in 1806. But rather than asking for a simple summary, we instruct it to adopt the persona of William Shakespeare. We are placing very strict stylistic and structural rules on the output here. It can't just rhyme. It literally needs to sound like the bard himself. And just listen to this output. O star, your light does pierce my soul. A cosmic dance, a timeless role. I mean, wow. The model flawlessly adopts the persona, giving us this beautiful theatrical output that proves it can abide by the strict stylistic rules of its assigned role. It goes on to talk about velvet cloaks, celestial art, silent whispers. It isn't just swapping out a few words, it is fundamentally altering its voice to match the exact character it was assigned.
Section 4. Upgrading customer service. That was a brilliant illustration of its creativity, for sure. But let's pivot to a real-world business scenario, upgrading a virtual assistant for a veterinarian's office, because this is where we see the true return on investment for prompt engineering. Imagine a genuinely worried pet owner typing this exact question into your business's web chatbot. My pet cat has been sneezing a lot lately and is licking her paws. What should I do? They're stressed, they're looking for immediate help, and they're relying on your digital storefront to provide it. If we use the model straight out of the box with zero input guidance, what kind of experience does that customer actually get?
Notice the stark contrast in this makeover. The unprompted AI sounds, well, completely robotic. It gives basic medical advice, sure, but it reads like a sterile search engine results page. It gets the job done, but it severely lacks any warmth. Now compare that to the alternative. By applying role prompting, specifically instructing the AI to act as a compassionate, professional, and experienced veterinarian, the AI uses humanized, emotionally aware language to instantly elevate that customer care experience. It actively validates the pet owner's concerns before delivering the exact same helpful information. It literally transforms a cold transaction into a highly supportive interaction.
Section 5. Why this matters. So let's tie this whole shebang together. We've seen the creative potential, we've seen the business application, but let's break down the core takeaways. The overarching point here is understanding how this one straightforward technique transforms generative AI from just a basic tool into a tailored business asset. For developers and technical leaders, role prompting ensures consistency and adds that incredibly necessary nuance and humanized personalization. This allows you to meet highly subjective customer expectations across all sorts of different industries. And beyond chatbots, this is also absolutely vital for multi-agent systems, like chat dev, for instance, where AI agents need distinct roles to collaborate effectively with one another. Finally, this technique truly unlocks the power of enterprise-grade foundation models, like the IBM Granite series, which are specifically trained on robust data to handle complex, tailored business needs.
At the end of the day, the AI is a blank canvas, waiting for your instructions. It possesses the vast vocabulary of Shakespeare and the professional knowledge of a seasoned veterinarian, but it relies entirely on you to hand it the right script. Which leaves us with one final provocative question for your business as you build out your next application. What role will your AI play?